So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now a turn and a give to Mixon. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Burrow. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Gotta go.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On the double.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Steal.
Up the middle they go with Sanders.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Young. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage, Young.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
11.
It's Mixon on the counter. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Here we go.
And the Bengals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third and the nose of the football. Burrow looking to pass.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open data.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Set. Ultra. Go ultra.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And the route is on. It's 24-0.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Mixon. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
Here we go.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Running right, here's Sanders. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Another run for Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end.